quite yet. I know dress for the
You're
video
in
today.
it.
If you haven't talked to Ernie's office, if you have not used him or gotten him to quote you something, we highly recommend him. And as much for his generosity and always being there for us and coming to speak to us and offering his time as anything, but especially because he is so knowledgeable about insurance. And flood insurance almost is like a specialty. He's come and talked to us several times, and he was just saying there are things on the horizon that we need to be aware of. So Ernie, we appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's give him a welcome.
There'll be an offering taken at half. I am Ernie Chafin. I'm an Allstate agent. It's the owner here in Biloxi. I've been with Allstate since 2001. Prior to that, I was in the mortgage industry. I had 3 mortgage businesses and worked in the state of Mississippi. So I've been doing something involving, I never was a realtor, but I've been working around you good folks for a long time. And I know a lot of the struggles that you have. The first half of our program today is dealing with why you should refer your clients to an agent and talk to them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all know about insurance?
Not enough.
Let me ask you some questions to see if you know some things. What is reinsurance?
It's what guarantees the insurance.
Part of what guarantees it, yes. Reinsurance is basically insurance for the insurance companies. Allstate did not have reinsurance when Katrina hit. We lost many dollars with Katrina because of the losses that we had. If I told you the number, it would be astronomical, and you would see why that's a problem. Reinsurance, though, is more expensive. It costs a lot for reinsurance on the Gulf of Mexico, anywhere, simply because of the cost of claims. One of the questions you want to know as a realtor is this. I got to know some things that I want to talk to my insurance guy about, because I want to make sure they have what I need to be able to refer my customers to. Because one of the things you don't want to have happen is you refer a customer to an insurance agent, they get a great price on an insurance policy, but they have a claim and things go haywire. Because sometimes those folks will come back to you. Well, you said, how many times y'all have heard those words? You said, and that's not a good feeling. So you need to understand that not all companies have reinsurance. You need to know that. Reinsurance is important. What is the Mississippi State Guarantee Program? Do you know what that is? It's also expensive for insurance companies, because what happens is not only does Allstate have reinsurance, but they also pay into the Insurance State Guarantee Program. And so when, and notice I said when, another Katrina type event happens down here, because it's not if. If you've lived here long enough, you know eventually it's going to happen again. Whether it's 10 years or 50 years, it's going to happen again. And so what happens is, if my insurance company, Allstate, goes bankrupt by paying into the Insurance State Guarantee Program, up to, I want to say $300,000 to maybe $350,000, I'm not sure, per home, they will repair your damage to your property. So if you're dealing with a company that doesn't offer you reinsurance and doesn't offer you that they're paying into the Insurance State Guarantee Program, it's kind of like buying a car without any kind of warranty on it. How many of y'all would go down and buy a new Mercedes-Benz and have 0 warranty on it? That's kind of what's going on. And what happens is, you need to understand these things when you start referring people to insurance companies. Because folks just don't know. Admitted versus non-admitted. Y'all heard that word before? I mean, yes? No? Don't have a clue. This is when it happens. This is what happens. Let me give you an example. So I'm competing.